Things just got a whole lot spicier in the White House briefing room. Say hello to Karoline Leavitt, Trump's brand new press secretary. And let's just say, she is not here to play nice with the media.
To see that Jake Tapper has consistently frequently likened President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day. I commit to speaking on behalf of the President of the United States. That is my job.
Karoline Leavitt is a bold truth teller for sure. She is not here to play by the media's rules. But is she silencing reporters or simply pushing back on biased narratives?
On immigration, of the 3,500 arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office, can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly what they are.
You made a point of the worst first. They all have a criminal record?
And welcome to the briefing
If they broke our nation's laws, yes, they are criminal, yes.
Thank you.
But don't let that fool you. She's handling reporters with the precision of a seasoned political strategist.
Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf,
and I will
am willing
do
to
that.
have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome.
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day. I commit to speaking on behalf of the...
Okay, that was an intense exchange. And judging by that reporter's face, they did not expect that kind of pushback.
And President Trump is back, and the golden age of America has most definitely begun. Sanity has been restored.
A question that we've asked your predecessors of both parties in this job. When you're up here in this briefing room speaking to the American public, do you view yourself and your role as speaking on, advocating on behalf of the president or providing the unvarnished truth that is, not to lie, not to obfuscate to the American people?
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day. I commit to speaking on behalf of the President of the United States. That is my job.
I mean, whether you love or hate her, you gotta admit, that was direct, to the point, and absolutely no nonsense.
Individual assistance. That includes, I'm not naming everything that's included, but just to give you a few examples, Social Security benefits, Medicare benefits, food stamps, welfare benefits, assistance that is going directly to individuals will not be impacted by this pause. So what does this pause mean? It means no more funding for illegal DEI programs. It means no more funding for the Green New scam that has cost American taxpayers tens of billions of dollars. It means no more funding for transgenderism and wokeness across our federal bureaucracy and agencies. No more funding for Green New Deal social engineering policy.
This is a significant shift from past press secretaries. Typically, we see a more measured diplomatic approach, but Karoline is taking a different route, one that feels a lot more combative. And let's be honest, some people love that, while others find it deeply concerning.
We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
On the freeze in federal funding, who advised the president on the legality of telling government agencies that they don't have to spend money that was already appropriated by Congress?
Well, as the OMB memo states, this is certainly within the confines of the law. So White House counsel's office believes that this is within the president's power to do it, and therefore he's doing it.
Okay, so they disagree with lawmakers who say that they don't have the power to freeze this funding.
Again, I would point you to the language in the memo that clearly states this is within the law.
And all that happened on Friday night. The administration fired several inspectors general without giving Congress the 30-day legally required notification that they were being fired. I think only 2 were left at DHS and the DOJ.
It is the belief of this White House and the White House counsel's office that the president was within his executive authority to do that. He is the executive of the executive branch, and therefore he has the power to fire anyone within the executive branch that he wishes to.
You're confident that if they bring lawsuits against you, those prosecutors who were fired, that they will succeed?
We will win in court,
and
yes.
Did he personally direct this, given they worked on the classified documents investigation and the election interference investigation?
This was a memo that went out by the Presidential Personnel Office, and the president is the leader of this White House, so yes.
Head-to-head with one of the biggest names in political journalism. This is what makes Karoline such a fascinating figure, her fierce exchanges with the press.
Help us clear up some of the confusion,
Yes.
give some certainty to folks, and also, is that uncertainty, how does that uncertainty service the president's voters?
Well, I think there's only uncertainty in this room amongst the media. There's no uncertainty in this building. So let me provide the certainty and the clarity that all of you need. This is not a blanket pause on federal assistance and grant programs from the Trump administration. Individual assistance, that includes, I'm not naming everything that's included, but just to give you a few examples, Social Security benefits, Medicare benefits, food stamps, welfare benefits, assistance that is going directly to individuals will not be impacted by this pause. And I want to make that very clear to any Americans who are watching at home who may be a little bit confused about some of the media reporting. This administration, if you are receiving individual assistance from the federal government, you will still continue to receive that. However,
Do you think she's genuinely holding the media accountable? Or is she simply controlling the narrative in Trump's favor?
it is the responsibility of this president and this administration to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. That is something that President Trump campaigned on. That's why he has launched DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency.
A protest outside a federal agency in Washington this week focused on the work of Elon Musk, President Donald Trump's designee for shrinking the U.S. government.
The people get to decide how we defend the United States of America. The people get to decide how their taxpayer money is spent. Elon Musk does not get to decide.
Let's be honest. Your perspective on this likely depends on your political stance. Some may view it as strong and effective leadership, while others might see it as purely politically driven.
And the reason for this is to ensure that every penny that is going out the door is not conflicting with the executive orders and actions that this president has taken. So what does this pause mean? It means no more funding for illegal DEI programs. It means no more funding for the Green New scam that has cost American taxpayers tens of billions of dollars. It means no more funding for transgenderism and wokeness across our federal bureaucracy and agencies. No more funding for Green New Deal social engineering policies.
But here's the thing. Press secretaries are supposed to provide information, not just challenge reporters. So is this effective communication or just political maneuvering?
How long is this pause going to last, and how is the Trump administration recommending that organizations that rely on federal funding make payroll, pay their rent in the meantime?
It is a temporary pause, and the Office of Management and Budget is reviewing the federal funding that has been going out the door. The past 4 years, we've seen the Biden administration spend money like drunken sailors. It's a big reason we've had an inflation crisis in this country, and it's incumbent upon this administration to make sure, again, that every penny is being accounted for honestly.
Why impose this pause with so little notice? Why not give organizations more time to plan for the fact that they are about to lose, in some cases, really crucial federal funding, at least for a period of time?
There was notice. It was the executive order that the president signed. There's also a freeze on hiring, as you know, a regulatory freeze, and there's also a freeze on foreign aid.
And of course, reactions to Karoline's approach are completely split. On one side, conservative outlets are praising her for standing firm and refusing to let the media dictate the conversation. On the other side, mainstream networks are accusing her of being combative for no reason.
Peace through strength is back. And this president will not tolerate illegal immigration into America's interior. And he expects every nation on this planet, again, to cooperate with the repatriation of their citizens who illegally entered into our country and broke America's laws. Won't be tolerated.
Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this conversation going. And of course, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update.